Thank you, Minister. And, you know, while you're on that subject about the only bank, HFC being the local bank, can I just ask a question on that? I mean, we, through the Chamber of Commerce, through various forms, we see the big banks, as I call them, and which is not HFC at this point, all the others, the foreign banks, they are not, their structures are not suited to assist SMEs. And I've had this discussion with the Governor as well. Governor, you may like to comment as well. We really want to push the agenda with yourself, Minister, possibly Ministry of Economy, as well as Governor, on how we can meaningfully assist SMEs. SMEs are paying interest rates up to 15% with the banks. And that's I think that's blue matter, actually. So, you know, you can't afford to keep our SMEs alive when paying such high interest rates. And they are in danger, and they're the ones contributing the most to the economy. So let us get serious and let us really try and get, as you say, Minister, think outside the box and think about how we can maybe support HFC some more and allow them to have this SME support available.
Well, I don't want to use this forum into getting into sort of foreign bank bashing. It's not that, but my point is that you have to understand what is actually happening in the financial markets.
Yeah.
That, you know, the CEO of BSP, the CEO of ANZ, whatever, a lot of the decision they make, policy measures they roll out, the risk assessment is done from offshore. But they're obviously very good partners, but obviously we think there's a room for improvement. But also just the simple, you know, dynamics of it. In the same way, Bank of America operating in Australia, the decisions are made, you know, wherever Bank of America is headquartered in USA. I was simply raising the point. But my point is, no doubt, of course, SMEs, also MSMEs, need assistance. At the moment, yes, I think a lot of the mainstream commercial banks may not be I suppose, have that kind of affinity, but they do some work. There's no doubt, as a government, and also, I mean, you know, the private sector can do this also. Let's not always depend on those people who are out there. You need to think outside the box yourself. I've been to countries like Bangladesh, where private companies have actually got together. Chambers of commerce have got together and have actually set up financing structures themselves that have been, you know, vetted by the central banks. And they have provided another alternative. You know, I mean, thinking outside the box also means when we're trying to find solutions to problems, you don't use the existing structures to find solutions to the problems. We also cannot say, okay, let's just all go to HFC, because then you can actually provide a much greater risk to HFC.
Yeah.
Another perspective. So my point being is, I mean, there's some cashed-up companies here, maybe FNPF, may want to join, I'm not sure, but other private companies can do that. They're very successful private companies. Unfortunately, because of COVID-19, you know, I think I may have mentioned to the Chamber of Commerce, I met this gentleman, you know, former Bangladeshi, lectured in America, came back, and he set up, you know, this company that's now listed on the stock exchange, essentially providing finance to micro-enterprises, small and medium enterprises. It's his own company. But he had a few people actually acting as shareholders in that. And so a lot of the large companies got together. So, you know, in a way what they were doing is that they're fulfilling their social corporate responsibility, but at the same time making money out of it. But more importantly, providing a huge amount of service to those people at the lower end of the socioeconomic scale, or those who want to start up new businesses.